I heard a quote today. Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong.
I constantly feel like, I wish I could have more time, because it looks like 24 hours a day is not enough. But the problem is not how many hours a day I have. The problem is what do I do with the hours I have. You know what's easy? Scrolling your Insta feed each 5 minutes and lay down, binge watching Netflix. I've always wondered how things were in the past without the internet. Maybe back then the absence of digital distractions often meant that people were more likely to focus on tasks until completion. Before the internet age, the options for entertainment and engagement were limited. Whether it was a novel, a project, or a personal goal, the lack of constant stimuli encouraged individuals to see things through. If you somehow feel just like me, if you feel stuck in habits that are often making you feel sad about your time management, if you feel you can't get enough focus to study and to be productive, if you feel stuck somewhere you don't belong to, this video is for you. It's time to change. Recent research indicates that the average individual dedicates up to 3 hours daily to their phone. The average person spends a little over 76,500 hours on their smartphones over the course of the lifetime, which gets almost 9 years of somebody's life. Which might not be that big deal, maybe, but this has sparked discussions about the concept of dopamine detox among many.
Exciting, but why?
Dopamine is responsible for creating feelings of pleasure and motivation. However, excessive exposure to dopamine-inducing activities, such as scrolling mindlessly on social media, playing video games, and eating what is aesthetically and tastily good, can desensitize our brains, making it harder for us to find joy, focus, and discipline in everyday activities. We seek distractions among many of the things that can give us temporary and rewarding pleasure. But why? Through hundreds of videos about dopamine detox, we all know the science behind it, right? When we experience something pleasurable or rewarding, like getting a like on social media or indulging in a favorite snack, our brain releases dopamine. This reinforces the behavior and makes us crave more of it. Smartphones, social media platforms, and video games are designed to trigger dopamine release through notifications, likes, or rewards. The problem arises when this quest for instant gratification clashes with our long-term goals and responsibilities. Often, tasks that lead to long-term benefits, like studying for an exam or working on a project, lack immediate rewards. This imbalance can lead to procrastination, as we opt for the quick fix of distractions and instant pleasures. Procrastination is just one manifestation of this dopamine-driven behavior. We may also find ourselves multitasking excessively, driven by the need for more stimulation. Constant interruptions from our devices can impair our ability to concentrate and complete tasks efficiently. Getting right into the point, the obvious solution involves temporarily abstaining from activities that provide instant gratification, allowing your brains to reset and rediscover the beauty in simple pleasures.
When you're doing a dopamine fast, you're not fasting from dopamine. What you're doing is you're fasting from the substances or the behaviors that cause a release of dopamine in the reward pathway.
Alright, but let's break that down a bit. Breaking the dopamine loop and regaining focus and discipline requires conscious effort and some practical strategies. Here are some tips and steps to help you break free from the dopamine trap. First things first, self-awareness is key. Take a moment to reflect on your habits. When do you find yourself reaching for your phone or succumbing to distractions? Is it during moments of boredom, stress, or simply out of habit? Understanding your triggers is like having a map to navigate this challenging thing. For instance, if you realize you often reach for your phone when you're feeling stressed, It's a clue that stress management techniques may be beneficial in your journey to break free. By becoming more aware of our impulses and cravings, we can make more conscious choices. Developing self-regulation skills can help us resist the lure of instant rewards and stay focused on our long-term goals. Goals provide direction in the chaos of modern life. They help us stay focused on what truly matters. Start by defining clear, actionable objectives. Break down those big, intimidating goals into smaller, achievable steps. This way, you have a roadmap to follow. Consider, for example, the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of a vague, get in shape goal, make it specific, like I'll jog for 30 minutes 3 times a week for the next 2 months. This not only clarifies your aim, but also sets a timeline to keep you on track. Decluttering your environment matters more than you might think. Minimize distractions in your workspace. Turn off those pesky app notifications. You can even go a step further by using productivity apps or websites blockers to keep you away from tempting sites during your work hours. These tools can be your allies in the battle against distraction. Creating environments that encourage focus and discipline can be a crucial step in mitigating the effects of the dopamine trap. Screens. They're a double-edged sword. While they're essential in today's world, they can also be a major source of instant gratification. Set specific limits on recreational screen time. Your devices probably have built-in screen time tracking features to help you keep tabs on your usage. Suppose you discover you spend an average of 3 hours a day on social media. Try gradually reducing this time to 2 hours by next week. It's all about finding that balance. Instead of turning to screens for rewards, find healthier alternatives. These can be motivators and substitutes for those dopamine-driven activities. Maybe it's going for a run, cooking a favorite meal, or practicing a hobby you love. Let's say you usually celebrate a personal achievement with a Netflix binge. How about switching that up to a reward like treating yourself to a movie night with friends? You still get the fun without the screen-induced trends. Accountability is a game changer. Share your goals with a trusted friend or family member. They can be your partners in progress. Ask them to check in on your goals regularly and offer support when needed. For example, if your aim is to study constantly, let a friend know your study schedule and have them follow up with you on your progress. Knowing someone is watching can be a powerful motivator, believe me. Sometimes the dopamine trap is too powerful to break on your own. There is no shame in seeking professional guidance. If you find it exceptionally challenging to regain control, a therapist or counselor can provide tailored strategies and coping mechanisms. Think of it as having a personal coach in your corner, helping you navigate the intricate maze of your mind. The inability of sitting and enjoying silence is from where all human problems come. True contentment lies not in the constant chase for joy, but in the ability to sit quietly and embrace the moment. Jordan Peterson has also talked about this topic, pointing out that we often try to escape our problems by seeking quick fixes and instant gratification.
But it's much better to pursue things that are meaningful than things that make you happy. It's deeper and it orients you more appropriately and it keeps you centered in your own life. It makes you more useful for your family and your community. So that's one thing. And it's a relief to young people to know that the baseline conditions of life are difficult, but that you can still prevail.
We numb our worries with distractions, whether it's binge-watching TV shows, endlessly scrolling through social media feeds, or indulging in other forms of escape. Here's the catch: these momentary distractions do little to address the underlying issues. Instead, they create a cycle of fleeting happiness, leaving us perpetually unsatisfied. It's precisely here that the wisdom of embracing stillness and facing your problems comes into play. When we avoid silence and solitude, we miss the chance to deal with the root causes of our unhappiness. It's as if we're always running away from our troubles. But true happiness isn't found in running, it's discovered in confronting your challenges head-on. By stepping away from the dopamine-driven loop of quick fixes and distractions, we open up space for introspection and self-awareness. We're forced to confront our fears, anxieties, and unresolved problems, the very issues we've been avoiding by seeking instant happiness. The pursuit of happiness needs to be an endless chase for momentary pleasures. Instead, it's about recognizing the value of stillness and introspection, addressing our problems, and taking responsibility for our lives. Ultimately, it's in these moments of quiet self-discovery that we uncover the true path to lasting happiness. That means no social media, no binge-watching, no video games, and no unhealthy snacking. Instead, we can focus on activities that promote self-reflection, creativity, and human connection. And I know it's not easy, but it's up to you to find a healthy balance in your daily life, incorporating mindful dopamine consumption while you're prioritizing real-life experiences and personal growth. Life is too precious to waste in a never-ending dopamine loop. By taking control of our habits and making conscious choices, we can create a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. If you liked this video and if you think this content was useful for you somehow, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and maybe share with some friends. And that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye. Stay tuned.